and be like, I must have been drugged. And I'm like, no, you weren't. You stupid
I
bitch. You just drank
to
so
be-
much.
to be totally honest with you, I would at the bar I grew up with a lot of like a big bunch of girlfriends and guys. Like it was a big group of us.
Yeah.
And then we were at the bar, and the girls were like, "Oh, we're going to the bathroom, watch our drinks." And then they'd go to the bathroom, and some dude would, and I'd be like, knock the fucking things on the ground.
We used to do this thing where we would go out to smoke and we would put our coaster on top of our drink as if that was like
that was the
that's
seal.
impenetrable.
That's the seal.
This I know is safe and my drink is fine.
Yeah.
I grew up, but I drank where I grew up, so everybody knew us. So nobody would ever
I'm talking city. Like,
all right, we're back live, everyone.
Ooh, sorry.
Ooh, you said a bunch of stuff and it was live. And I don't know if you know what you just said, but you said it was okay to beat women. I think it was something in there. Is that what he was talking about?
Yeah, he was like pro
women
women.
beating,
Yeah.
which I think is
I'm
totally.
pro free speech. That's okay, Pete.
Yeah.
You can say that.
I think it's funny when you say it, but I'm
You're
against
against it.
it.
Oh,
yeah.
let's do a poll.
Yeah, I don't think
Johnny, for it or against it?
Yeah, do you think
beating
you should be
women?
Able to beat
Beating women.
Holy God's going to knock the hydro out on us again.
Jesus is gonna.
Yeah.
Jesus is coming to get us, Johnny. Don't answer her question. Basically, people, some of you were actually watching this. Johnny had one of his Johnnyites. What do you call it? Johnnomaniacs.
Johnnomaniacs.
Whatever. Johnny's got real fans that listen to the show. He's got people that watch the live stream.
Yep.
For Johnny. Sometimes even text him underhandedly, and he gets a little buzz during the show, and he's like, Johnny, you're looking good tonight. That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it happens a couple times. But
Yeah.
Stop being true.
No.
Doesn't stop being true, and doesn't stop me from being super proud of him for getting himself out there and just being a grown man and just fucking girls like it. We love it that we get to live vicariously through young John.
Yeah.
Right?
John.
John. We all imagine that Johnny's penis is our penis, and he's just seeing things in the world, and it makes us happy.
Yep.
Right? That's all it is. No big deal.
Pete really wants you to have a GoPro on the next time you bang abroad.
No, I don't think that's...
should have
no,
the other night.
no.
Really?
I should have.
With consent, yes. But yes, I agree with what Beaver said now. I'm thinking about it. I would say yes, but I need consent.
Why not, Pete? Mutual consent? Fuck.
No, I mean for the podcast, consent that we can use it on the podcast.
Oh, on the podcast.
I was talking about
kidding.
Johnny and the female's consent.
No, that's what I meant too. Because I wouldn't want to record a girl without her knowledge of it. That's bad.
Yeah.
I think that's bad.
I found that out the bad way. But
Yeah, I don't need. I've never seen the rule book, but I think that would be in it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
If the
there's
camera
some
setup
way.
is this obvious, you're probably safe.
Yeah.
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 This room is.
You're not recording me, are you?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, this is my version of a comedy porno, actually. We talked about it before Jesus struck us down.
Well, don't bring it up again, Jesus. would be very
There's no real sex in it, though. That's a good thing. We talk about sex the whole time, and at the end, there's just jizz on your face for some reason, and then you have to wash it off. It's the magic of the movie.
It's Jesus's.
Jesus jizz.
Jesus's jizz.
Jesus jizz.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen, though, Ashley.
Jesus
I
Christ.
feel like that's inappropriate.
Nuns are married to Jesus. Isn't that dope? That guy has so many wives.
Yeah.
Nuns marry Jesus. I'm going to do it. If I don't find anyone,
Yeah.
at 42, I'm marrying Jesus.
At the top of every religion is one dude with like everybody else's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know good religion.
You know what? They got
Multiple wives.
Multiple wives.
multiple wives, I guess so.
A magnitude of them.
I guess so. Man, that'd be a lot of work. It's just so much to convince one person
You'd have
that
like,
you're not a bad person with all your flaws. And then you're like, okay, you see me, the whole me, right? You've been with me long enough to see the whole me. You know that the bad parts are just part, but it's like overall the good outweigh the bad, you know?
I don't think these people that run cults and have multiple unfortunate wives are true, show their true selves to their partners. I don't think they.
Because I wouldn't want to do that for more than one
No, I don't
person.
think you show up as a whole man to all 17 of your 12-year-old wives.
Right.
Oh, you're probably yeah, those guys are probably walking in like a rock star to each one of them. Like they're like a put on a pedestal. They're not he's not an equal partner with all of them.
I bet he's never
They're not
met
sure.
most of them. He has like arch wives that he
It works
he
a lot of
delegates
ways.
wives
It works
out
a lot
to.
of ways.
What's in it for the girl though? Like who's listening to her stories?
No, but you don't have to think.
She doesn't have to. Yeah, no thinking for yourself.
What?
They don't think.
Yeah, somebody gets to just tell you what to do all day. Some
They
people
think
like
they're
that.
good men. Well, a lot of them are captured and held there against their will.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of them are brainwashed. But I think, you can make an argument that a lot of women in a relationship are brainwashed.
Yeah, pretty much charm is brainwashing, isn't it?
It's not a trait, it's a skill. It's not a personality trait to be charming. It's a social skill.
Yeah, like I've learned to manipulate people in my life with, like, especially in the workplace, because I found the workplace to be a joke when I was there, right? Like, because I didn't respect it. And so once I saw it as a game, I just would play it, right? And then so sometimes you would tell them what they wanted to hear, so you didn't get fired, but you didn't mean it, right? No. But you're just saying that shit. But then as soon as they leave, you're like fucking dummies, right? Like that. And then so then I got to use it so well that I could like call my shots. Like I'll be like, "What? Watch! I'm going to make a huge mess, make everyone mad at me on a meeting, and then I'll just use the cleanup language they want me to use, and then they'll like be really impressed with me and work like a charm." Like I said, I made everyone mad one time, and then I was like, "Oh, you know what? Can I interrupt the meeting one more time? I just want to apologize for my previous behavior and say that as a partner of your success, that I spoke inappropriately. It wasn't as a committed partner, and I just wanted to clean up and recover quickly and try to push forward together with synergy to fucking blah, blah, blah,
Did it work every time?
Fucking right. They licked my ass at the end of that
Really?
thing.
We all learned something today.
Yeah. They're a bunch of dummies. They just want you to tell them their things.
Yeah.
And then they'll let you do all the bad things you want as long as you just do the things you just have to say at the end. But my proudest moment was when I made my boss apologize for me telling him to fuck off.
But that's like saying, with all due respect.
Yeah, I know.
With all due respect, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you could say that as a good phrase. With all due respect, fuck you. For sure.
Oh, that is a great one. I should get a
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
People who respect each other can look each other in the face and say, fuck you.
Right.
And know you mean it in the best, most respectful way.
And you don't need to say with all due respect, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, you get it back if you get a person that gives you that, especially like I'm half Hungarian, and as a Hungarian, the Hungarians love it when someone all of a sudden stops when you're giving it to them, and they go like, "You know what, buddy, go fuck yourself," And then that gets a laugh out of them every time because they're like, "Oh, hey, a guy with balls," Like it just is. You respect a person that pushes back. I think that marks the line in the sand and says I'm worth something or whatever. Yeah, I think so. Hey, Ryan, we didn't introduce you properly as our bartender, but will you please get me a beer, please?
A cold beverage.
Would anyone else like a whole train of them?
Johnny, while I'm down there.
I've still got some.
Well, keep one coming for me and Beaver. You're cool, Ashley.
Yeah, I still got half.
Well, I'll have a second because it's a light beer.
Okay.
So I will have one.
Donkadita.
Thank you. Which
Thank
half
you,
is
Ryan.
Hungarian?
My mom.
I meant top or bottom half.
Oh, I would say that's a good question, but I would say my bottom half is Hungarian and my top half is Dutch for sure.
I never heard that question, eh?
Yeah, you're all Dutch, aren't you?
Yeah, Belgian, which is the same thing.
Hey, what about Johnny? Johnny's half Irish. No. Sorry, half Italian and half German. Dirty German.
Dirty German.
So which is if you have to guess, you have to pick which one is the top half and which one is the bottom half.
Gonna say bottom half Italian. Yeah.
Uncircumcised?
Nope.
Ooh, you can't go German either because circumcised German is like, that's also not going to be as very common. They see it as being too Jewish.
Too Jewish, yeah. Yeah, they don't seem to like those people.
You know, they did. They had a real burr up their ass for a while about it.
Okay, there's something about that.
Kind of changed the world.
Yeah. I don't know. I read something about that, yeah. So, you would say your bottom half is Italian. Why? I can explain mine.
I can't really explain mine.
You just guessed?
Yeah.
Guess he's got an Italian cock.
What about you? Are you
Exactly,
are you a mutt or
I'm half German, half like Dutch mutt.
half German, half Dutch?
Yeah, whole soul, which I think came from Austria to Holland.
Yeah. That's the same thing. You're still one of us. And so,
Yeah.
So you got half Dutch, half whatever. What's
The other
German?
side is like
Real German.
German and Scandinavian, but
Yeah.
more recently German.
Yeah. So you're like a real Aryan. You're like a real Viking blood.
Northern, yeah.
Yeah, Viking blood.
I was going to say he looks more like a Viking. Got some
Yeah,
Viking
even in
blood.
Holland, you would be from the north, and me and Beaver here, we're from the south. That's what they look like in the south. They look like me and Beaver.
Yeah.
And in the north, they look like albinos.
Yeah.
Not like you, but you would be like you're not an albino, but you know you're
I'm
closer to them.
Yeah, I'm pink. I've got to be very, very careful in the sun.
Hmm.
I love this guy already.
Yeah, like a Frieslander.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's the thing. Ryan cracks me up when I watch him do sets sometimes, and it's
Sometimes.
Well, it's true. That's funny. But but it's usually in the little things that he throws in like that, the little honest little tidbits that he throws in that I don't see coming. Do you rate those, or are those off the cuff? Like you just get those little punches.
A lot of them start off the cuff.
And
I'll
then-
kind of like slow a joke down, and then I have a little bit of time to think in between, and then if I think it's worth saying, I'll throw it out.
When you get real playful up there is when, like when you're feeling it and you're getting a little playful. That's when it's fun to watch you. I've had fun watching you. That's a compliment.
Thank you.
Hey, Ashley, remember when we did the burlesque show?
You're not supposed
Yes.
to tell him that that's a compliment. He should know it's a compliment.
No, but I have to.
No,
tell
you have to point it out for him.
No, it's a
He's not-
comedian. You have to tell him, and you have to say it's nice. And I'm trying to
Because
say
we say
something nice.
mean things to each other.
Yeah, and I'm
We're
also
not nice to each other.
I'm doing it with no punchline. There's nothing coming at the end
I
to
mean
kick you in the
it.
crotch.
I'm
Like,
being sincere.
this is how how we take compliments. We take it like this. Like, when is it coming? When is the
When will you slap me?
yeah? Because there's usually a like that. Yeah, you killed it last night. Too bad the same jokes you've had for fucking 10 years or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
We're backhanded, yeah.
yeah. I get a lot of that.
Well, I mean, I'm a soccer goalie, and I flinch every time the ball comes, no matter how slow it is. I think that's just.
You're a flinch goaltender. That's your style.
I read something though about like when you flinch, like how puppies will play with each other, and it looks like they're really attacking each other, but you go until they flinch, and that kind of shows you like, oh, you were ready to react and do something, but you realize that that's not the appropriate time for it. So it's like an amount of readiness.
You're supposed to make your dog think you're going to hit him? Is that
No,
what
the
you're saying?
puppies do that to each other. Like they'll pin each other down, but and like nip at each other, but they know when to stop.
I was going to say, you lost me there for a quick second.
Oh yeah, because I got two cats.
Who's the puppy? Was he the puppy or were you the puppy? They were both puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got two cats in the summer when they're like a couple weeks apart, but young cats, and they're the same thing. They just like they like kick each other's ass until they tell each other, okay, that's the limit, and then you know the limits. Even humans do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And when we're like, your little kids fight, they'll just fight, and one kid will cry, and then they took it too far. Next time, you don't take it that far.
Right.
You know, when you kick, Kyle in the balls.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell.
Oh, I have so many stories of like playing too rough with my brother, and then they start crying. And you're like, please, you can hit me back, just don't tell them. Right? Like, take a free shot.
Yeah.
Don't get me in trouble.
Oh, buddy, you're way too generous. Like, that didn't happen around in my family.
Well, you got to be more scared of your dad.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand his story completely.
Oh, don't get me wrong. There was beatings afterwards. Oh, yeah. From a parental beating.
There was a whole show called "Wait Till Your Father Gets Home." It was a cartoon meant for families, right? And it's all just like, wait till your father gets home. We're going to tell him, and he's going to beat you up.
Yeah.
Like he's going to violently enact revenge on you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be that kind of father. Like, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Where wait till your father gets home.
That's not number one, Dad. You didn't win.
You don't win those awards. You don't win those kind of awards with that kind of behavior.
That's right.
The bloodstained #1 dad trophy.
But the
Fought to the top of the tournament.
yeah, the consequence is that your kids don't respect you at all. Like, they're not afraid of you, but
Yeah, no, there's no, fear and respect don't really work together usually.
yeah. It's like, I think that the illusion of like being like that sort of like beat up your kid kind of a parent is, there's got to be better words than those. But
I'm sure there are.
yeah, and then
Corporal distributor.
yeah. But if there's like you think you're teaching your kid respect, but you're really just teaching them fear, you know. And then you grow up, if you probably get to think that that's what respect is, and your kids aren't showing you fear because they're not afraid of you, and you're thinking they're not respecting you. You know, could that be that? You think that's what it is?
I don't have kids yet, but we'll see.
Was that did I lose the whole room on that?
We'll see if it echoes generationally for me.
Yeah. Why are you? Do you have kids?
No, not yet.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna beat them?
I think a kid has to know that there's a real consequence that is like a spanking or something, but you certainly shouldn't do it all the time.
No,
Maybe with like just until they flinch, right?
It's okay. Yeah,
I think
if
the
your kid
flinching-
flinches when you're around.
That's
That's
why
a
I-
sign of great parenting.
That's why you play sports, though, because you can beat somebody without violence.
Yeah.
We'll go kick. I'll have my kids be a goalie, and I'll just kick the soccer ball at them extra hard for punishment.
Oh yeah, you got. They'll just hate.
When he hits
Soccer.
the ball right at me in tennis, I scold him and tell him I'm not going to play with him anymore. Like every once in a while, he'll really hit it really hard
show her what you
right
can
at
do.
me, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that's not fun. This is a game. That was not fun.
Yeah, game
I like
over.
it. Yeah,
I like it as-
absolutely. I'm not playing anymore.
Yeah, Ryan's all understated the whole time, and it's like he's easy to let things go. But then when I'm saying you're saying how he hits you with the ball,
He doesn't, but he almost does, and I get mad. Yeah.
Play it at their feet.
and I just said like, oh, you flexing, you showing her what you got, and then he's like right away he's like, yeah. Like damn right, like he's. For every sentence he's swallowed, he's just fucking nailing that ball your way, and then he just feels like I got a couple of them out.
Let some frustration out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very healthy.
Yeah.
Does he give it back to you, Ashley?
What?
Does
what do you
he-
mean?
Like when you're like because I always just see him being sweet to you, but then
Oh,
you
he's
joke
never
around.
mean to me.
No, but is that true? Because I don't see the mean. Like
No,
I
I
even
don't
that.
think- Ryan doesn't make fun of people. He doesn't make fun of people.
I'll shit talk people I don't like, but
No, like okay, so
He just
we've
puffs
been,
his
he
chest
doesn't-
out.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
doing
yeah.
a fucking
I
party.
don't like his Ryan Shutter won't shit talk and it sucks. And like
I did I'd roast. I did
the
Dan
other
Brennan
day.
in a roast.
Oh, but that's easy. But like
He does give a lot to work with. Yeah.
He's
No.
sensitive though. He's very
Dan, I
sensitive.
know.
He gave
Yeah.
me a couple don'ts.
Oh, really? He did? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And
But,
then you did all of them.
I don't ask him what the rules are. Maybe that's the question. Maybe I've hit
Yeah,
those
well,
don'ts.
Every don't is a different dude that didn't.
I don't know what that meant. Every don't is a
You
dude
just
that didn't.
fucking twisted my head there for a second.
Yeah.
No, Ryan's not mean to me. But he did like 3 weeks ago. He was like, I will say there are some people that I don't like talking to. Like, I think that's
Oh,
the
yeah?
weirdest thing I've ever heard him say.
That's a
And he,
nasty
like,
as he
and he
gets.
was like, I'm not going to say who it was because it's not polite. It's not even somebody that anybody would know. Like, it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's like an open micer that's around. It doesn't matter. It's not a talented or good or like
Oh, I
interesting
know exactly who you're talking about.
person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
And
he's
they
like, I don't
know.
like being around. He's like, I don't like
He's
being
probably
around
watching.
this person. I'm like, yes. Yeah, no, that person sucks. I hate that person. Maybe you're saying something mean about somebody.
And then he's
Such a
done, and he's like,
relief.
please,
And
no
that's
more.
the only mean thing I've ever
Yeah.
heard him say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
he doesn't
wanna-
say mean things about people.
I know. I that is very, very refreshing. Like it really is in comedy to have more of those people. We were just down when I was down in LA. It was the same thing me and Moses were talking about because Moses is that kind of guy. Like he doesn't really trash anybody. I never hear him trashing anybody.
He trashes me to my face all the
Yeah,
time.
but that's the thing.
But it's to your face.
Yeah, he does it to your face. But if he says he's doing it to your face, it's because he wants, like, that's because he's wants you to get better. Like Joe's like his best friend, and he says to him, "I'm not taking you on tour because you're not good enough. Because I can't trust you're going to give me a show every time that's going to be reliable. And until you start doing these things, I'm not taking you." It's like I saw him doing it. I'm like, well, that's honest as fuck. Like, it's such a mean thing to say that he's not going to accept right away.
Honesty's not mean though.
No, but that's a constructive.
Feels mean. Yeah, for sure.
But like, if he doesn't, like the thing is, if you don't care,
Yeah.
you're not going to say anything at all. But if you're saying something, usually it's done. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. But anyways, I spent the week with him, and I tell you, it was a very positive experience. And what he's trying to build, and even with this show, what I'm trying to build is like I just want to build something that is like a positive, because there's enough negative in the world, right? And I just want to give people a place where they just hear real people talking like us. They're just like being honest and like goofing around, and they know that they're welcome in that community, and they feel like they can be part of it, right? And then I think if you're looking out for each other, and you're all of you sharing your communities with each other's, and you're all pushing each other forward to be the best you can be. Then
Is this the story about how you guys were like sucking each other's dicks the entire time you were in LA? Is that what you?
no, but
I'm
that's
just kidding.
No, but I'm thinking like, why can't we do this here?
Burn.
Just a love
No, that's
fest.
the end.
Just
That's
a love, sweet love fest.
Oh, I
That's
do.
all I mean
And
by
we're
it.
gonna spin the wheel.
No, but I do. But honestly, even though some of the pictures, it was like we were getting like fucking what do you call it? Engagement pictures taken of me and Moses. You know,
No, but those are some kick-ass pictures you took, man.
no, it was awesome up there. It was
Fuck.
beautiful. We had a great date.
Delightful.
No, but anyways, I hit it off with Moses. Because I always kind of knew him, like, but I really.
You opened up a can of worms.
But I did hit it off with him
tell it's
because
like
he was
10 times
positive,
really
like
Yeah,
Schneider,
yeah,
and
fest, yeah.
and when you meet so many negative Nellies in comedy,
Oh yeah.
like last episode we had Joe on, he was saying he hated everybody.
Well, he just doesn't know. He's a confused man.
Yeah, like I mean, there is a point in
He
it.
I think he tried. He's like you said. He's your friend.
Yeah, he's my friend. Yeah,
He's your gay friend.
he's my gay friend. Yeah,
And
Everybody's got one.
Yeah.
yeah. I got lots
you have
now.
lots of gay best friends.
I want to hang out at gay bars, but that's another story. Unless you want to hear it. Then, sorry, what were you saying about Joe?
Oh, nothing.
You're done?
Oh, I'm done.
Oh yeah, we can't talk more about him because he'll like it too
He'll
much.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let's do it one more time. Spin this wheel. Johnny, what's on the second? How far are we into the second half here?
The blank.
Oh, the
20
blank.
minutes.
You want to go to things that men never say? Because I know where I'm going with that one. Oh, fuck
What
yeah.
a save.
Okay, things men never say is what we'll do. This is all based on one thing. Do you ever hear the joke? How does this work? You never hear the expression, he made love to me in my ass. Right?
That's a thing a man never says.
That's the thing a person never says, right? So that's what made me think of this other thing, right? And then so have you ever? You know how you hear?
Put your seatbelt on for this one.
You know how you hear girls say all the time, "I didn't fuck him, but I sucked his dick."
Oh.
You know, have you ever heard a guy say, "I didn't fuck her, but I just ate her pussy"?
No.
Ever?
No, because I thought.
Guys won't admit that.
No,
but
because you can.
Why not? Why wouldn't you
know.
admit that? That's what I
I think
would.
most guys are just gonna try to go with the lie though of like, yeah, I fucked her.
Don't need to.
Yeah.
Who would lie? I
Joe.
would never lie.
I thought you'd throw in a handy in there, maybe. Yeah, I give
Threw
him
a
a handy.
handy.
Yeah.
I give him a handy. I just didn't fuck
In
him.
high, like in like.
What do
in,
you
like,
think? I'm not banging Joe or anything in this story. What do you think I asked right
I
now?
thought you were talking about in generic form.
In middle school, guys would
About-
like brag about finger banging girls a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that was huge. That was like a huge mark of honor.
Oh yeah. But
No,
I'm saying like an adult man.
No, I
Has he ever just said like I didn't like or cheated on like to even cheat? You know, say like oh I didn't cheat on you. I just sucked his. You know, if a girl says like I didn't fuck him, I just
No,
sucked
I
his
thought
dick or whatever.
that's why I said I thought you would have downplayed it even more. Like instead of suck the dick, handy.
Oh,
Use that phrase like dumb it like
ate her pussy instead of ate her pussy. I just fingered her.
yeah,
or
like I
something?
just thought it made it more. You.
You wouldn't like that.
Well, I'm not saying she would.
I want to say
It was just hand stuff.
You're talking about going to somebody and say, I didn't do this, I did that.
I'm saying why are women sucking our dicks and we're not just eating their pussies? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Why
I
are
was
women
confused
going
too, dude.
around and they can even go on a date with a girl, right?
Fuck, I
And
now
like a
understand.
Tinder date. Like say you had a Tinder date, and there's lots of people I heard say Tinder dates where they went out and the girl just gave them a blowjob at the end, but they didn't eat the girl's pussy, and then the girl just did that for him, like a nice treat gave that guy.
Oh, in my
right?
opinion, that's bullshit. Yeah, I'm on your page on this one here.
And what did that girl get? Nothing,
Nothing. That's not fair.
right? That's what I'm saying, and I'm saying the expression. I said it wrong, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like girls are giving out blowjobs to be nice because they want to give away pleasure to someone. They like to be nice. But guys, we're not just eating pussy to be nice. We're not just giving it to a girl to be nice. And I think that I don't see why not.
I mean, my friends in growing up were particularly hounds and wanted it. I think it's more vulnerable for a girl to,
Oh, to open up. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You're
It's
right.
inside.
A little
it's
bit,
more
yeah.
intimate. It's
And-
a more intimate experience.
You're giving them that access.
I think a lot of women are also self-conscious about
Yes,
like
for
they
sure.
don't want a man that they don't know's face
Mhm.
in their vagina.
I think that's weird.
I think the average. I
But I
bet.
get it. It's
Did you marry the
inside.
first person you
I
slept
bet the
with?
No, but I would
average-
put my face in anyone's vagina. That's what I'm saying. Like I would say that would
But
be.
I
would
don't know
be,
how many women want your face in their
That's the
vagina,
thing.
Is what I'm saying. Like it's like
I would like everyone's
oh,
face in
I
my
think
lap.
it's
Like
maybe
the women's,
the women
you know,
are saying
like,
like
nice.
I'd suck his dick, but I wouldn't let his face in my pussy. Like that's what.
Oh, yeah, that's why I
We
asked.
should have let her talk
Yeah.
first.
No, I set it up for her.
did.
That's
You
not-
did.
No,
You
you're
did.
on the right. You're right though. I don't think women should feel obligated to just suck some. Like it's not just sucking some guy's dick, and I don't think women should feel they're obligated to.
No, but
No,
I had
no
to-
one
I had
should
to-
also
ever
they
feel
should get
obligated.
something
I
out
had
of it,
to
right?
learn- well, yeah, I had to learn how to like get to
Other
the end of
than
a
dinner.
date and not like kiss a guy if I didn't like him. Like you know what I mean? Like, and I walk away now, and I didn't know you could do that. Like I had this date that I was like, I don't want to be here. I want to leave, and I was like gleefully like, hi, I'm leaving, bye, and just like left. And it was like, oh my god, you can just leave.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you don't have to stay and see this through to something.
Yeah.
Like just because he bought you your
You know-
your food or your coffee, like,
Right.
you don't have to do anything. You
You're
can
gonna
just
say
go.
this is going nowhere, and,
Well, and so
it's
I
just gonna get
when I
worse.
just meet somebody, I just like very like let's meet very quickly first
Yeah.
on a Sunday at a Starbucks. I'm not gonna suck your dick at the Starbucks
Yeah,
Right.
until like date 5, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Make it a very
gotta
casual. Make it
And
very.
do you wear like dirty underpants and stuff so that you know that there's
No,
no?
but I do always shave anyway.
She's stuck
I'm
on
like
it.
I'm not going to.
Well, how do you feel-
But, you
But if
know.
I wanted to,
yeah, exactly.
Well, how are you gonna look pretty if you can't feel pretty? That's the thing
That's
too, right? You gotta
right.
feel good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not for him; it's for you.
But I wouldn't invite a guy's day one guy's face. I wouldn't want to. I've had sex with men that I don't think I've touched their penis. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Oh.
a one night stand.
Yeah, I guess so. It's
Like
not,
it touched me. It was,
Yeah, it was
like you know, but
inside.
I don't think I know. Like
But
if
his
you were like, what was
body.
that guy's penis? Like I'm like, I don't know. I didn't touch it. I wouldn't. I don't know that guy.
Wasn't memorable.
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't memorable.
Yeah, see, I know.
Those were younger days.
Some guys are just the performance is not there. I guess.
Long time married, you go for explorations. You know, you just really get to know that terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you make it happen like it's never going to happen again
It may never happen again.
because
buddy.
it may never happen again.
It never. Every time could be the last.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true of everything.
That's right. You're exactly right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, let's do more of that. It is true, man. If you don't appreciate the little times that you're having, and right now we're having a good time. God's turned off the wind. He's let us go on with our conversation with no hydro interruption so far. Johnny, what's the time at now?
26.
Okay, we have to do something that I have to do, and it's too late in the show, but we have to do it anyways. Is our segment that we call feedback. We got it's motherfucking feedback, everybody. Yeah. And this week, I just wanted to talk about the mess of last week's show. I'm sorry about the audio out there, people. I did my best, but that's all you got. I'll try to do better next time. And I do want to plug our sponsors. Please go to support our sponsor. Without them, our show would be shit. So please go to cleanflow.com. That's KLEENFLO.com. That's CleanFlow. And if you got a nut you got to bust loose, put some goo on it. That's Clean Flow's honey goo. It's not talking about cum, people. That's Clean Flow.
If your wrench needs help, spray it on.
You got it. And if you'd like to join our two Patreon supporters. This is
It sounds so good.
Yeah.
Two. Remember when we just had one? Remember we just had one?
That's why I had to get rid of 2 in the beginning of the show.
Man. Oh, yeah.
It works.
We're Patreon.
It works at the end of the show now.
So we have a real royal family. We have the Queen, Jen Husko, who we all know, love, and adore. And we now have Princess Genevieve Dubé Carpenter.
Don't say it like that. It sounds like Jean Chrétien saying it. You got to
Well,
say it
I
a
didn't
little
say-
sexier.
Which one? The Carpenter part?
No, her name.
Genevieve Dubé Carpenter.
That's
That's her name. Princess. I should have said princess.
That's her title.
That's her title. She's a princess because she's not at the level of the queen. If she gave more money, she'd be the queen too.
She's
We'd
one-
have a queen off. We'd have to fight them.
She's one death away from being the queen.
But the queen gives. Yeah, if You never say that stuff about our queen. I don't even want to hear you mention that. She gives us $10 a month, man. She's gonna live forever. Please live forever. We need her.
She's truly putting the crackers in the bowl.
If you want to join our royal family, what I'm trying to say, go to patreon.com/Dutch Hall. That's patreon.com/Dutch Hall. I said it twice. And if you would like to tell us what you think of the show, what you'd like to hear us talk about, what you think of Johnny's hair, what you think of Beaver's opinions on and growth that he's undergoing. Look at Beaver, eh? This co-host of the show.
Yeah, buddy.
Started off as a lowly guy in the corner. He's grown right up to co-host, right?
Co-host.
And then, you know.
Handing out fucking beers for 10 years.
Yeah, not even getting the bartender title too.
No.
Having to be like bartender's assistant while my brother did nothing but snore into a microphone. And how
Exactly.
humiliating were those days, Beaver?
Exactly, buddy.
Those the penance that you had, or the dues that you paid to become one of the greats. Anyways, if you'd like to tell us what you think of this man, give us a piece of feedback at thedutchhall@gmail.com, or go to Instagram. We're at Dutch Hall. And DM us, or you can find us on Facebook or Twitter or TikTok. I'm actually got a fucking TikTok account, so fill your boots with that. And if you'd like to book me as a comedian so I can make money, go to PeteVanDykeComedian.com, and you can also get merch there. That's our T-shirts and shit at the Dutch Hall merch store, which is also on the Live from the Dutch Hall website. So that's it for the ads and everything like that. We've got pretty much the whole show done. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug? I want to plug your socials first. You guys, you got any way people can follow you there, Schneider?
Maximum Butter on Instagram.
Maximum Butter. On the edited show, they'll come up right underneath your name, at Maximum Butter, right? And Ashley, how can they follow you?
Burger Queen Ashley.
Burger Queen Ashley.
2
I
for
like
2.
it.
I love both of those.
Beaver, you want to start following? Start getting people online?
Yeah.
Follow you at Derek Van Hoon? What are you online at?
My Instagram is V Houghton. So
V Houghton. Good luck finding that
Yeah.
fucker.
Good luck finding that. you ain't finding that.
I'll put it right under there on the edited thing so people can
Yeah.
find you. And at Johnny Renton, or what
Yep.
are you?
Yep.
At Johnny Renton?
Yeah.
How did you get that? You're the first one?
Yeah.
It seems like a showbiz name that there should be a bunch of Johnny Rettons, don't you think?
I think there should
Just
be.
in
though.
general, it
Yeah.
feels like that's a name that should exist more.
Johnny
They've just never had
Renton.
Instagram.
I
You're
guess,
the first
yeah.
Johnny Renton with Instagram.
Yeah, I was quick to that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. If you were introducing him as the host of the show, like let's say that he's the successor, right?
Right.
Is the host of the Dutch Hall. Now, and you go, Johnny, here's the host of the show, Johnny Renton.
Yeah.
Fucking rings off better than Pete Van Dyke. Right?
Yeah.
It does. It's got a good zing to her.
Yeah.
Like I like my name and everything, but it's no Johnny
Which
Renton.
part do you draw out in Pete Van Dyke?
Oh,
Like,
we've
like,
had a whole
Pete
episode on
Van
this.
That's why-
Dyke. Like, what do you
Have you considered Peter? Peter Van Dyke.
It's a nice rhythm thing. I like it, but I'm not really a Peter.
We
But
had a
yes,
whole
you're
show
right.
on this. We had a whole show on the breakdown. of-
Johnny, find the
I like
episode
stressing
number.
Dyke. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna have to answer Ashley's question by
Van
saying
Dyke.
Dyke.
Van Dyke.
I would definitely be
I like that.
Van Dyke. Dyke. It's just like to say Dyke as loud as you can.
Yeah.
It's just a fun because it seems like you shouldn't be able to yell Dyke, right? But if you're
That is-
introducing me, you can go
my
Pete
name,
Van
bro.
Dyke.
God bless the Dutch.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you know what you should do is if his name's in your phone and you have an iPhone, don't put a space from Van and Dyke. It'll say Van Dyck. Like when he calls you, it'll say Peter.
You can put the
Van-"
fucking space. It's still going to say Van Dyck.
No, I've tested it out.
Really? Because
It-
every time, like, I get a phone call, like, or I call my mom's house or something, and her answering machine or her phone says who's calling
Yeah.
when it rings. So then it'll say phone from Paul Van Dyck or Pete Van Dyck.
Oh, see, my iPhone now that I started putting
Maybe she didn't put a space in it.
Yeah.
Or she doesn't have an iPhone either.
because I started putting spaces because it started feeling bad. Like there's a good chance that all of you guys could be around me when another Van Dyke is calling. And then next thing you know, Pete Van Dyke, you fucking asshole. You got written down as Dick in your phone?
Oh, that's every telemarketer calls me Dick. They just call me Mr. Dick.
If you
How
threw
would
an
they not
E
know
on,
how that's pronounced?
because probably the lack of E.
Oh, there's no E on the
No
end of
E.
your name?
No E.
Yeah, if you slid one of those in there, we wouldn't judge you.
I know that's what Dick Van Dyke did. But my name is actually spelled D-I-J-K. Like that.
But I think Dick Van Dyke is a great name. Why didn't he go with that?
Yeah. Well, his name was Van Dyke still, but in Holland it's with an I and a J.
Yeah.
And it's got 2 dots on it, and the Dutch do their I like this, so then it looks like a Y with 2 dots on it.
Yeah.
So when we came over, they just made it Y, and then
They made it
now
easy.
it's a Y.
They thought they were making it easy.
But it was the immigration guy made it a Y,
They used to just
and
make
didn't
names
put
up.
an E. But I can change my name for Showbiz, put an E on that bastard, but I would hate it.
You can't. You can't even see it. No one would know.
No, because it would be.
I should write it down. Right?
Yeah.
Write it down. Okay, never mind.
Go up there
I was
with a
thinking about people
sign.
announcing it. I'm like,
Yeah.
how would they know if there was an E on it?
I'm on all the posters that
Oh,
way.
that's
Anyways,
cool.
I always have to tell people to do my name on a poster.
Oh, I would have
My name's
immediately
wrong.
put an E.
Yeah, everyone puts an E
sure.
on it.
Yeah.
And I say, no E, please. And then they say, oh, this guy. Schneider, I really do appreciate your positive attitude and you coming in here and bringing Ashley in for her first time. Ashley, did you have a good time?
I did. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's great. We liked having you in here, and I appreciate you making the trek all this way. Please support these people. Go and watch live comedy and check out where these guys are performing because it is a lot of fun, and there's no reason to hide under your covers anymore. Go out there and have a good time. And Johnny's got a show at the Flamingo in Hess Village. Go check out his show at the Flamingo on Monday nights in Hess Village. Johnny Renton is a superstar, and you know what? Smoke Beaver's tobacco if you got any balls.
Yeah.
Please.
And continue to like and support our show, everybody. And until next week, we will see you, NT. See you next Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, he was being a baby about it.
Well, I would never be a baby about it.
You were not being a baby about it at all.
The biggest